Hello, let's look at part C on number 9. Okay, so it says, before the collision, block M1 was moving with a decreasing velocity because of a resistive force. The velocity was changing according to the following formula. 1 over v equals 1/5 plus alpha t, where alpha is a constant. Find the expression for the resistant force as a function of time and velocity. Okay, so for this, what we're doing here is, let's go ahead and just start by writing down that formula. 1 over v equals 1/5 plus alpha t. Now, I want to find the force, and remember my F net is equal to ma. Now, another way to write this is m is what? What is another way to write a related to v? A calculus definition. So that would just be dv dt. Okay, so I need to find the derivative of my velocity, and then that will actually give me the force if I multiply by m. Okay, so what I can do here is I will go ahead and solve for v. So I'll take the inverse of both sides. So this would be 1 over 1/5 plus alpha t. Okay. And so now I need to take the derivative of this. So I would take the derivative of both sides with respect to t, and that will be equal to a. Okay? So I have a equals, so I need to do chain rule here. Okay? So I take the derivative of the bottom part. Okay? And so that would just be 1 over this. I need a negative sign because it's sort of, what's the derivative of 1 over u? That should be, or let me rewrite this. What is u to the negative 1, right? And so that is just going to be u to the negative 2 minus, right? Okay, so multiply by that number first, and then subtract 1 from that number, okay? So I have that negative, and then down here, I'll have 1/5 plus alpha t, okay? And then this is going to be negative squared, but not negative because it's on the bottom, right? So just squared, okay? And then I got to take the derivative of the stuff that's inside here, okay? So I'm taking the derivative of this stuff here, and that just equals alpha, okay? So I'm just multiplying by alpha. Okay, so a will equal negative 1, and then I have 1/5 plus alpha t squared, and then on top I just have an alpha. Okay, now it wants it with respect to velocity, so I can't just leave t here. I need to make sure velocity is in there. Conveniently, they told us 1 over v is 1/5 alpha t. Okay, and so this equals negative alpha times, well, this right here, this stuff right here is that's my 1 over v. So, but it's on the bottom, so this would just be v, sorry about that, v squared. Okay, and so my acceleration is equal to negative alpha times v squared. And remember, I want the force, so F net equals ma, so this equals negative alpha m1 v squared. Remember, I want m1 because this is the first mass, and this is sort of before the collision. Okay, and so that would be my final answer there. Okay, now this is a tricky question. Just remember, what's so important is not that you've gotten every single part of every single question. Obviously, it's being able to understand what's happening afterwards, but also just being able to look and see, okay, was I able to take this part, right? Was I able to understand that to find the acceleration, to find F net, I needed the acceleration, and this, right? This step right here, knowing this part right here is a really important thing. That's going to become more important the farther we go. So that's definitely something to remember. Okay, so this was a difficult question. Hopefully you were able to get some of it, and I'll see you next time.